practicing the vibration of sacred sound. When we practice the vibration of sacred sound, then we can build sacred things. Our temples, first and foremost. Build your temple. Sing story. I loved this. I remember the first time when I got to maybe a few months after I arrived on Maui, and I started to understand this quality. It's not just a concept, but a quality to actualize the concept of talk story and what exchange means, oral exchange and sharing through story, and how it is an honor to spend time with Hawaiians who are cultivated in sharing data through talk story exchanging. It's a communication exchange and honoring language. So then when the missionaries came over and they're like, you can no longer share, you must read and write, it stopped the wisdom sharing. And this isn't just in Hawaii, but I believe what happens is that they try to stop wisdom from being shared by twisting the language or stopping you from communicating. I'm going to help a gentleman and his wife who are moving to Nebraska, and he's 85. He's and beyond. Good to see you. Melly Mel, checking in. Anyway, I'm going to help this gentleman, and he's 85, a very spry 85-year-old. And I asked him if he had been to war, and because he worked for NASA and in the government, he wasn't in Vietnam. And I've walked alongside a lot of people who've served specifically in that war, and my heart was a bit broken just because how healthy he was and vital he was. And I said this, I'm like, wow, it's amazing how much youth and vitality you have. That's what you got from not going to war. And he heard that, and he knows how blessed he was, but it really broke my heart to witness the difference. People who've been to war and not. So I am going to be writing a song for the Vietnam vets, and I will dedicate it both to Gary, who's my uncle, who's missing in action still, Vietnam. That has overshadowed my family since I was born, and Ricky Ohana, a Hawaiian gentleman who I don't know, we haven't met, but he's a Vietnam vet from another island, and he sends me a lot of reality checks about what it means to have been a Hawaiian to serve in the U.S. war, and how are we here for yeah to everyone served ultimately to end. We were serving to end war. So to realize that you can tricked, or we've all been tricked one way or the other, that we're serving to propagate war all this time later, that's bullshit. We're meant to be reducing, and we have the capability, but we need to align together in love. And I believe that is what it means to have Christ's consciousness together, harmony, to end war. It's not an opposite. Anti-war can't be an opposite. It has to be We can't swing we can't keep swinging the pendulum. So we have to learn to stabilize in the center point and move that way. But all the polarity, there's purposeful polarity, but there's also polarity that's been abused. You know, men and women are purposeful. There's purposeful polarity, and then it's like women against men. You know, so that's not what polarity means. Anyway, for the children, we must strive and end war. Yeah? End war in our own neighborhoods, in our own hearts, our mind. We gotta love each other. We gotta work together. We gotta become. The medicine is gonna weave us whole again. All right, thanks for tuning in. I had to get on. I had to sing before I went to this next job because it was a little bit of an intense morning, and we got to have graceful transitions. And if we're truly vibrational medics, we got to practice, yeah? So for me, just tuning the guitar and singing the pure notes brings me back into those are the pure notes of the Lord. We can't own those. You can't own the pure notes. Yeah? Can't own them. But you try. The thing is, we light up from the inside. You can't own the notes. You can't own the letters. You can try to rearrange them, but the thing is, good news comes back around again. And we've been set free to fight for peace and justice for all. Only the harmonic fight. Purified harmony. Use harmony. All right, angels, keep on singing. God bless you. I gotta get off here. I never know how to do that part.